Deep compliments to make his heart melt. It may be a bit surprising to hear, but quite a lot of men want to hear deeper compliments from women other than "you're so hot." Just like women like to hear compliments that reflect them more as a whole person rather than just looks, well, men are exactly the same. Hearing someone that you have feelings for take a note and acknowledge something below the surface about you and compliment you on. It's not only a confidence booster, but also a clear indication that they have deeper feelings for you and respect you as a person. So, what can you say to a guy to instantly melt his heart? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We've taken a look into this and had several conversations with the guys in order to dig deep and find out what it is that they want to hear from a girl that they have feelings for. Whether it be a vote of confidence or a bit of reassurance, we've covered it all. I'm proud of you. For a lot of men, hearing that somebody is proud of them is such a big deal. More than often, men do feel underappreciated and almost invisible when it comes to their work and efforts going unnoticed. In a relationship, they often feel like a second-class citizen, as women tend to take on more of a leadership role, making decisions, organizing things, and being the head of the family. So to hear that someone is proud of them for their efforts and the work that they've put in would melt their heart to the ground, just like a puddle on the floor. You're really handsome. Everybody loves a compliment, even if they struggle to accept and believe it. Almost everybody is battling with insecurities inside their heads, and they'll find any reason to pick apart their looks and personality whenever they can. So when somebody compliments you out of the blue, it can really take you by surprise in a good way. Nowadays, we're so used to hearing backhanded compliments like "you're so hot" or "you're so sexy." So when we hear a genuine compliment like "you're really handsome," not only does this make him feel good about himself, but it also reinforces the idea that he's more than just his looks on a surface level. You're great with kids. Women love to see men interact with kids. It makes their hearts skip a beat and shows them quick insight of how the guy would be with his own children in the future, should they wish to reproduce. Guys always love to hear they're good with kids because it makes them feel accomplished too. Kids can be very difficult, and if they're not your own, sometimes you don't know what to do with them or how to entertain them. Having kids entertained and like you is seen as a massive achievement in some people's eyes, especially because nowadays a lot of kids are unimpressed with people and more impressed with technology and TV shows. So if you're great with kids, then you must be a superhero, right? Your mom did a good job. Just like everybody else does, sometimes guys need a bit of reassurance too when it comes to knowing if they're doing the right thing. If they're following the right path, giving them that type of reassurance will surely have their hearts melting in a pool of gooey loviness. Nobody truly knows what they're doing as they go through life. We're all kind of winging it one day at a time and hoping we stumble across the answers to any of our questions as we go. There isn't one person on this planet that knew exactly what they had to do to get to where they are today 10 years ago. And if they say they did, well, then they're lying. So having this type of reassurance from somebody that you have feelings for is the best form of a pat on the back that you could imagine. It'll be a mixture of a warm hug after a long cold day and a nice cold drink after a marathon. You're like or not like your dad. Depending on the relationship a guy has with his father, this compliment could be the best or the worst thing that they've heard. If they look up to their father and strive to be a man very similar to him, then when you compare him or his actions to his father's, then he will be loving life and feeling proud of himself. He could have been constantly ridiculing himself to be more like his father, act more like his father, do better, do more, do this, do that. So if all of that stress has earned them this type of compliment, then essentially all of his hard work is paying off. However, if his father wasn't a good man, or for whatever reason he doesn't want to be anything like his father, if you compare the two of them, then you might as well just punch him right in the teeth. He could have been spending all of his time and effort in trying to be better, do everything in his power to be the complete opposite of who his father was. And then to hear a comment like this could have slapped him in the face like a wet soccer ball on a cold day. Painful and leaving a sting. It's important to try to determine what type of a relationship he has with his father before you use this compliment. The last thing you want to do is put your foot in your mouth. If my son turned out like you, I would be happy. Although it's not in the forefront of their mind when they act a certain way or treat people a certain way, subconsciously men always want to be a good role model for those around them, and those who enter into their lives. There's no better feeling than being around a woman that you love and hearing her tell you that she hopes her children turn out just like you. It really does add the cherry onto the cake. There's a saying, "Be the man you want to see your daughter marry," which is such a powerful saying. A lot of people disregard their bad actions and negative feelings that they push into people because they don't really care for how it makes them feel. But when you change their perspective and ask them if they'd like their children, an extension of themselves, to be treated like that, a lot of them will be shocked to find that their answer is no. So this compliment not only makes him feel good about the person he is, but also know how his persona is perceived by other people. It will make him feel loved and appreciated to know that you would want your children to be like him. You're so thoughtful. Guys often feel like their efforts go unnoticed, especially in today's world. The expectations that women have for the men in their lives are more than often too good to be true. They set these unrealistic goals and expect so much, yet don't like to make the same effort or put in equal amounts when it comes to wooing the guy. If a guy makes a conscious effort to do things to make a girl happy and gets told that he is so thoughtful, so caring, so loving and she appreciates him, etc., this validates his efforts in ways that he may not care to admit. Make a conscious effort to vocalize your gratitude towards him, and I can guarantee his heart will be a puddle at your feet in no time. In conclusion, we understand how surprised you might be to hear that guys want to hear some of the same words of encouragement and gratitude that you want to hear. But if anything, it should make you feel that little bit closer to them, realizing that they too are human and need reassurance from time to time. So maybe you're a little too shy to try some of these words and compliments, and that's okay. Why not take a look at yourself and think about a compliment that you really want to hear? Say that. I bet it'll make him smile. Guys, as always, we've taken the research we've gotten and compiled it into a list of what we perceived as the most important compliments that they would want to hear. However, if you found yourself anticipating a compliment that we didn't mention, please do leave that comment in the comment section down below so that we can add it to our list and make it a priority. The aim here is to spread that awareness and love, so your opinion and personal preferences are greatly needed. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss another one of these tips and hints videos again. See you guys next time.